This is Gardening 101, the series that's going to help you start a garden this season, no excuses, and today we're talking about pest control. Pests are an inevitable part of our gardening experience, so let's talk about what we can do to help control those populations so that we get to enjoy our harvest and we don't just become a bug buffet. The first thing to note is that healthy soil creates healthy plants, and healthy plants are better able to resist the pressure from pests and disease. You want to make sure that you're adding compost to your soil, using things like mycorrhizal fungi, which can help increase the surface areas of the roots of your crops so that they can better absorb nutrients, and mulch are all going to be things that you can do to help improve the health of your plants so that they're better able to resist the pests that come. Now, another way of resisting pest pressure is to use some sort of physical barrier or removal technique. Physical barrier is going to be something like insect netting, which is amazing for your crops that do not require any pollination. So think about your leafy greens, your brassicas. These types of crops don't require pollination to set fruit, so these plants can be covered from onset of planting. The next thing that can really help with pest control is to do regular garden walks and look for the pests. You can physically remove things like worms, caterpillars, beetles, and squash bugs. And what I like to do is go through my walks with a bucket of soapy water, grab the pests off the plant, drop them in the water. It's pretty satisfying. One of the early pests I deal with my garden is aphids, and aphids are actually really easy to spray off of your plants. So whenever I notice them, I will simply use a pretty strong stream of water and knock them off of the plant. So the last additive-free method of managing the pest in your garden is to use companion planting. Companion planting is great because it has so many benefits, but some of the ways that it helps with pest management is that it helps to attract beneficial insects. A lot of your wasp, the faux wasp as well, are very productive predators in our garden. Growing plants that attract these predators to our garden can give you your very own hunting team. Companion planting is also going to help to deter pests. So growing things like herbs, alliums, and some flowers around your garden will throw off smells that will dissuade pests from even landing on your crops. What do we do if the pests are still there and we don't want to give up our garden yet? You can use things like insecticide soap and DE. Those are both going to help to manage soft-bodied pests like slugs, snails, and aphids. The DE you would spray directly onto the soil. Insecticidal soaps you can spray onto your crops, but just know that you're going to have to do a good washing. You can also look at things like neem oil or BT. Both of those are considered organic, and there's nothing wrong with needing to use spray to manage your pests. It is a last resort. Using these in moderation when you have significant pest pressure is an adequate way to make sure that you are still getting to reap the benefits of your garden. But no, these methods don't discriminate between the good bugs and the bad bugs, so you want to be very cautious and read the labels when spraying so that you're not disrupting any of the beneficial insect populations. So what is your actionable step for today? Our actionable step for today is to check out our companion planting playlist. In that playlist, we talk about what companion planting is. I give you all of the details on several of the most popular crops and can really help give you a jump start on using that in your garden to help avoid pests and to have a more bountiful harvest. And let me know in the comments if you have gardened before, what pests are the absolute bane of your existence.